Are you planning to work in the United Kingdom? The UK skilled worker visa is your golden ticket. But before you get started, you will need to complete the UK skilled worker visa application form correctly. And today I will guide you through the step-by-step and how to make a successful application of your UK skilled worker visa. Right, so stay tuned. I'll be back shortly. Alright, welcome back guys. The channel is adeja.com. Over here what we do is we give you the detailed information regarding the travel and tour industry. So if you want to learn about visa applications, the documents required, how to book your appointment and attending your interviews at the embassy. So if your purpose is to go for study, vacation or a business trip, make sure to subscribe to this channel, as we are going to give you all the necessary information that you would need before or prior to your travel. So hit that subscription button and then let's get interactive also. And also hit that bell notification button, as you are going to be notified on all the subsequent videos that I will be uploading. So back to the topic for today. The UK skilled worker visa allows you to work in the UK for an approved employer or a company that has been authorized by the Home Office. It's open to professionals from around the world with the right skills and job offer. So meaning that you will need a job offer that means the salary threshold, a certificate of sponsorship, also known as the COS, and proof of English language skills before you can do this application. Right, so before then, let me walk you through the screen so you can understand or have a better understanding of how this UK skilled worker visa works. So let me take you to my screen. All right, welcome to my screen. So first of all, we are going to have an overview of the visa application documents for the skilled worker visa. So what we are going to do is, let's know about the documents that, but before then, let's go to the overview. Now, a skilled worker visa allows you to come to the UK to do an eligible job with an approved employer, right? And also, this has come to replace the Tier 2 general work visa, and it allows you to work in the UK waters within all the various jurisdictions of the United Kingdom. So in order to qualify for this, you must work for a UK employer that's been approved by the Home Office, have a certificate of sponsorship from your employer with information about the role you will be performing in the UK, do a job that's on the list of eligible occupations, be paid a minimum salary. How much depends on the type of work you do and the date you got your COS. So these are the various information that you are supposed to know before or prior to your application. Now, so by then we need to know whether we are applying from the UK or outside the UK. So for the sake of this video, we are applying outside the UK. So once we are here, remember we are doing this application from the gov.uk website, and this is the official website from the government of UK that you can do all visa applications if you want to travel to the UK. So now, before we can apply from outside, you know, I've told you about some of the documents that we need to provide. So let's look at the documents that we need to provide before we can do this application. First of all, it says that you must, or you would have to provide the certificate of sponsorship reference information or the number. And remember, this is being given or issued by your employer. The employer will do the application on your behalf and then send it to you before you can do your application from this side. Okay, and also you would have to demonstrate your command on the English language by knowing how to read, write and speak, because the mode of instruction in the United Kingdom is the English language. And so if you want to travel to the United Kingdom, it means that you would have to be able to understand, read and then speak the English language. also your passport or your travel documents, and then your job title, annual salary, your job's occupation code, which can be obtained from the Cascot website. This displays the eligible employers or eligible jobs that one can undertake in the United Kingdom. So also you would have to provide name of your employer and their sponsor license number. This would all be made available on the TOS document. Other documents you might need to provide also include the evidence of having enough fund, which is the bank statement, your proof of relationship. If you are married, you are going to add your marriage certificate. If you have children, you are going to add your children's birth certificate, and then a test of tuberculosis for some applicants from countries with risk of tuberculosis. Also a criminal record certificate, which can be obtained from the police department in your home country. And also, yeah, so these are the informations that you are going to need basically for your skilled worker application. Okay, let's look at how much this is going to cost us. Okay, so how much to pay for a skilled worker visa depends on how long you are going to stay in the United Kingdom. For instance, the standard rate is £769 per applicant, and it's for people who are going to live in the UK for a period of up to 3 years. And then if you are going to stay for more than 3 years, it means you are going to pay £1,751 depending on your circumstances. And remember, this application or fee is per applicant. So if you have dependent, which is your husband or children who are going to join you, it means you are going to pay a separate one for each one of them. And yeah. So, and also mind you that you must have at least 1,270 in your bank account to show you can support yourself in the UK. Though you are going to work, but you would have to have some amount of money on you to support yourself as you get to the United Kingdom. So there could be instances whereby your certificate of sponsorship would demonstrate that your employer is going to support you whilst you are there. So the employer would have to state that in the COS or certificate of sponsorship, so that they would know that you don't have to provide any financial statement to support your application. So it's pretty simple as that. So as we've known all these informations regarding the documents that we are supposed to provide, how much we are going to pay, then let's click on start now. So once we are here, we are going to specify or select the area which we are going to carry out activities, or where we are going to live in the United Kingdom. So if it's the Isle of Man, the Jersey, or if it's England or Scotland, Wales, we are going to select. So let's select England, and then we click on continue. And it says that you have a current EU or EEA or Swiss passport. For applicant applying from the European Union, if you have a EU passport, you are going to select yes. If no, you select no. Now over here, say that select a country to provide your biometrics. Now providing your biometrics is the visa application center or facilitation center, where you are going to have your information or documents submitted on their behalf. Some of the facilitation centers will take your passport and then send it to the embassy themselves. So over here, you are going to write the name of your country. So let me take Ghana for instance, and then we click next. If your country doesn't have a visa application center or visa facilitation center, then what you are going to do is you are going to select a nearest country that has a UK visa facilitation center, so you can have it done over there. So let's assume that I'm from Togo and I don't have a UK visa facilitation center in my country. It means that the nearest neighboring country will be Ghana, right? So, or Nigeria. So you are going to select one of them and then you click on it. So if you have a facilitation center in your country, then you can click on I have identified the location where I will provide my biometrics. Then you click next. Now it says that apply for a skilled worker visa. Use this form to apply from outside the UK for a skilled worker visa. You cannot add family members to this application. You must complete a separate form for your applicant. Okay, so what they are trying to say is that if you are doing this application and you have dependent like a husband or children that are going to join you, it means that you are going to use a separate application for them, right? So before you start, you have to read the guidance which I've read out earlier, which includes the eligibility, how to apply, the required documents, fees associated with, and then your COS information. So how do we apply it? It means to apply for this, you need to fill in the application form and answer in English, pay for the visa fees, book and attend an appointment at the visa application center, pay the health surcharge, have your biometrics taken and photo, and then you'll be able to save your application. So now that we've known all this information, let's click on apply now. Do you want to start a new application? Yes. So what we are going to do is this section is in 6 sections. The first one is you create an email or you register an email to create a portal. Then you start your application, you upload your documents, you make your declaration, pay for the visa fee, and then you follow the next procedures, which will be attending a visa application center for your biometrics and picture to be taken, right? So first of all, let's type our email here and then let's create a password. So your password must be alphanumeric character. Choose your own. Okay, so you have to make it very strong so that no one can guess it, right? So you mix it with numbers, special characters, caps, and then lower cases. Then we hit continue. It says that your certificate of sponsorship, do you have a certificate of sponsorship reference number? If you have it, you're going to click yes. If you don't have it also, you're going to click no. So if you have it, you're going to put the number here. If you don't have it also, for the sake of, it said this application requires a valid COS, so we have to provide it. So when do you intend to arrive in the UK? You are going to give out a date, 12/12/2025. Then you hit save and continue. It's as simple as that. And length of visa you are applying for, 3 years or less. Then click save and continue. It says that we may use email to contact you about your application, right? So who does this email belong to you? If it's your email, then you hit you save and continue. Additional email, if you have any additional email, you add it. If no, then you continue. So it's in this order. Then next is you are going to add your telephone information for use whilst outside UK. So since you are doing this application, then if it's a mobile phone, then okay, so we need to provide a telephone number here. So because I don't want to reveal certain information or type certain information, that's why I'm making this. So you could see that at this side you can click show and edit answers. So if there were some side that you didn't do, or you make errors in it, you can click that side, go back and then check that side and do the correction. So this is how we do the applications. Once you are through with it, by providing your employer information, your role, passport information, and so on and so on, then you upload all those documents at this side. You are going to upload all those informations. Then right after, you are going to make a declaration that all the information that you've provided are true and valid, and that you've not made any falsification in the application, right? Then after, you do your payment and then you print out and then book an appointment with the visa application center to have your biometric and picture taken, right? So this is how it's being done. All right, so this is how we do the UK skilled worker visa application form. So this is how we fill it. It's pretty simple, and normally processing of the UK skilled worker visa takes between 3 to 8 weeks, depending on accurateness of the information that you provided, right? So there are some instances or mistakes that can, delay the process or get your application rejected, and is as a result of incorrect or mismatched job details with your COS. There are some instances whereby your COS will give you a different rule, whereas your information that you are providing also is a different, which doesn't tally. So any discrepancies in that can, you know, cause your application rejected or delayed. And also missing or unclear supporting documents. So there are some instances whereby your application documents are inaccurate or some of them are unclear, and it can also delay your process. And then paying the visa fee. There are some people that forget to pay for the visa fee and then the health surcharges. So make sure to, you know, do the correct payment and so on. And so there are some people that submit the wrong passport size photo format. So this passport photo size are the work of the visa application center. They are going to do that. So there you have it, your complete guide to filling out the UK skilled worker visa application is done. So make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are inspired and learned something today. Also hit that like button if you really like and love this video, and then let's get interactive. If there's more information that you want us to throw more light on, then leave it in the comment section. Also hit that bell notification button as you are going to be notified on all the subsequent videos that we are going to be uploading. The channel has been adeja.com. See you in our next video. Peace out.